A lot of KO over there with foot and the likes.
So tell me what to look for.
I mean, usually the knife can just be really effective at bullying agents off of the early like B long lines, especially like flash agents, because you have knives that can hit both hookah and octagon.
The other weird thing though is that Teo is still getting played. No more refresh on that one, so obviously G2 have played him a bit post-nerf, but how does Trent pilot him here on Bind?
Very likely to stop early floods coming out into the back of sites, but this pistol round has been very influential throughout the series. We put a lot of focus on it for G2. Now seeing them try and defend here. It's an unorthodox composition. And NRG gearing things up for Nahit.
The knife will be the first go signal here, as NRG just look to full take space in showers.
You can see Trent already, or JonahP on the fade, already trying to get back in front of the knife. This sees slowing things down considerably. Even the missiles sent by Trent have thwarted the advance from NRG. Not for long, though. Keep your eyes on JonahP with this ping. It is a mess on site, and it's coming up NRG's way. Maybe a little aggressive from Mata, leaping into back site. You can see already the ideas of NRG playing fearlessly.
They're going to hit the TP, though. Tap the spike again, fake this one out, and they're going to pivot into this lurk, who is so deep in CT.
Scuba waiting for it. showdown in hand. The jump peak is eliminated, and they keep on coming towards him. Scuba, lighten it up. And it's given his teammate a 2-on-1.
The Baby Bay 1v2.
The top performer on Sunset for G2. The top performer in this series for the team. The frenzy in hand. There's no idea where these players can be.
He blocks off one avenue.
I like this approach from him, but he still has to take the fight. First shots can't quite get the kill. And he's running out of time. Those aren't going the right direction. So it'll be Som taking the pistol for NRG.
Non-stop for NRG. Rip it straight through after getting full stalled out. I mean, they didn't have a ton of other options than to continue that execute. But in putting so much utility into the second wave of that hit, they allow Scuba to walk all the way through B, get so far up on CT that by the time they're calling that pivot, you can just win the round single-handedly.
This round was wild. It was NRG that had a real good ping come out from Brock's haunt. Of course, that lurk, as previously mentioned. Now, Mimi, JonahP has a share. Now, we could talk all about how NRG have guns and whatnot. And
okay, we could talk about how Trent has a classic and has just killed Ethan.
These things can't keep happening. And if JonahP were to get that kill, it would be a disaster for the round.
But again, Scuba opens a door for NRG and breaks them out.
So, G2 have 3 players going back through spawn. JonahP's Sheriff is what's headed down into short. He'll be playing on his own.
This is the type of post-plant NRG we're looking for in round 1. They have great stall util with the Viper and the Brim and that Raze as well in the post-plant that they can play fully off-site here.
The thing is, G2 are certainly taking their time, but if they realize no one's on site, it can be a little bit tougher to play these angles.
Jonah's Sheriff is holding for the flank.
Yeah, ready for Scuba to step into that, and there goes the first kill. So that's Viper out of the equation. Still mollies to be dealt with.
Surely you never expect a late second flank.
Yeah, but now the mollies, and G2 took too much time. Pressure is starting to mount. Brock will have a very nice angle. No one's looking his way. Brock can start to farm up those orbs. 3 kills for him on the round, and NRG will take this.
They take some reasonably significant damage, but only end up losing 1 full gun, so it's not as bad as it looked at the beginning of that round.
Yeah, they're going to be able to buy up fully into this next round, too. Team that is very happy to just go full light and buy round after round.
NRG is showing something for us all to watch for the rest of this half, and that's Scuba's lurks. Both rounds now, they've called into a late pivot off of him, playing into a G2 that only has Deadlock as that Sentinel, doesn't have a ton of info. He's going to be able to go for those rotates in and try and find those gaps.
This round, Scuba set up towards A short. There's a Deadlock sound sensor, but might be able to find a window to slip down that short line.
They put a lot of pressure into showers early, walk it back. We saw rounds like this back on map 2.
And Ethan is still holding onto his knife, so that you can drop, and depending on how you want to position it, if you want full info, you can hit it right in the middle and hit hookah and octagon, but you don't really know which space they're playing in, so that knife is going to land on the left side to make sure there's only 1 player in octo. It's more precise information for Ethan, but it's that kind of specificity that allows NRG to move forward.
G2 have re-cleared showers, blocked that space off. So TP's gonna get ripped, but they have to take a lot of time to break this wall down, get netted off by that utility as well.
So, 3 players already here for G2. Sound sensor to delay down short, and Mata diving on in. A care of the world for him. These smokes give G2 a lot of territory to play with. You can see they're already up on the other side of default. JonahP, maybe even considering a timing. Getting battered a bit through that smoke, taken down low. The spike has yet to be planted. NRG need to commit to it quickly.
The knife lets them get the plant off.
And G2 don't strike. They're still waiting for a lurk to come in from JonahP. Deciding not to risk it all immediately, now waiting as they creep forward into the site. 2 players lodged in lamps. Good net stops any swing coming friendly out from that side. As Mata finds 2 kills, now this activation from JonahP is 1 kill, make it 2. G2 starting to close in, and it's all Jonah. What a day for this player. It's not over yet. Baby holding, and takes it for G2.
G2's comp is so good at buying time on the plant denial. They're stalling out with the molly, and then tail missiles are coming in as well. There was a gap for NRG when they got that KO knife up to actually get the plant down and be able to fight through. But G2 again show excellent patience in allowing this lurk to activate.
Goodbye.
Pinching onto these players.
1 enemy remaining. That makes 3.
We've seen different players have to step up since G2 have subbed in Baby Bay, and towards the end of the season, it's been Baby Bay himself, even in this series. But Jonah, there's not a lot of games you see like this where he takes over. It's definitely been his story the last 2 maps.
NRG wasting no time. 5 towards B. Jonah over an Octagon, and that rocket is looking straight at him, maybe turning away at the wrong timing. Jonah is still alive here in the corner. A chance to blow open this round, trying to mow down through the smoke, and it's Valyn to collect! Destruction in Octagon, the spike stranded out of Hookah.
And now they're smoked off. NRG suddenly out of options.
What were NRG trying to do? Trying to fake the B hit, run back into Octagon, into the teleport. But the spike, being at the back of the pack, just stops the play entirely.
They're forced to go for the fight, but 3 G2 members here to police it.
Some utility.
1 enemy remaining.
Try and get G2 to scatter. It's not going to mean a thing. 4 kills out of Valyn.
Okay, Valyn. Another multi-kill round for him.
Talk about people that were stepping up all year long since that swap out. I think Valyn has been a consistent force for the team.
We were arguing him as America's MVP at the end of last year. But since Jaw joined the roster, he's been overshadowed a little more. I think conversation has moved to other members like Trent and like Leaf, who have been so excellent in 25. But Valyn still has those rounds. Still shows how talented he is individually.
Stacked top to bottom. Now NRG coming into the round. Scuba on the hero.
What can Mata do with the Bucky? He's slow contacting up. He's going to walk past all this util.
Break the first one. Get real up close to Valyn, but look at that. Just melted by the Brimstone. Get on the other side. Nightfall's traded out. No one can hear a thing. Deafened. Confused. Trying to stick this plant in. G2 have been pushed on back, and Mata is still lodged up into lamps. The Viper's pit onto the ground as well. NRG have some time to play with.
Inside this pit, NRG can wait. G2 need to fight their way through and deal with lamps.
The molly, there's a little space for Mata to play with. But knowing the Bucky is there, Valyn doesn't want to go in. Not without the flash, not without the shorting. JonahP enters. And that'll be the first step cleared for G2. Another one right on behind it.
A spike only just planted now. Some stuck in the open.
Still a little bit complicated, but not when Valyn continues. Just get kill after kill after kill. So Scuba in a 1-on-2. Had the rifle stepping into it. Gets the first kill, trying to spin it around. It was close. But it is Jonah narrowly to give G2 the lead.
A different roll of the die, and a bullet is in Jonah's head. Just traded out with the run and gun Vandals. But it's G2 coming out on top, and again, it's a showcase. of how strong the util that this comp has, right? Look at how many different layers there are to stall at the plant. We're pretty much 40 seconds into all 10 players being on A, and the spike was not allowed to be planted. It was a stalemate throughout. And by the time G2 are finally actually trying to go for that retake, they have exhausted everything from NRG.
Valyn getting up out of his seat. NRG stunned after a spray transfer like that. So now, Som considering raining down the ult himself. Valyn is in hookah. He could be melted by that one, but NRG not running into any resistance, have actually traded out. JonahP still backside down on 15 and gets another. Fearless, holding it down. No one can stop him.
JonahP. The previous round's about the utility. This one just straight up about the aim.
NRG have tried to just go quick into these sites. Last 3 rounds, it's just been execs, and they've really struggled.
But it hasn't just been this map, Chris. You look at this team as a whole, and since their mid-season changes, going into stage 2, so much of their success has been around the fast execs about overwhelming.
What are you guys doing? Yo,
on the
keep
attack
running
side.
it down. You don't know how to call for.
And I mean, they've got to prove that they can now, because it has just been fast hits with not a ton of macro outside of those first couple rotates in round 1 and 2.
I don't think G2's IGL approves of the calling. He wants to do things a little different on the other side, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. Sitting 10-4 currently. So NRG, who came into that round with a Brim ultimate, they did not end up using it. End up faltering in the site hit now, also have the null command out of Ethan to play on.
Yeah, and you think that this is where they slow things down. I don't think they will. This is a rip your null command and send it on an exec round again, I think. The KO is a great match into this util heavy comp G2 are playing.
In a way, yes, but Babybay can also play away from his sound sensors. That's not get them shot up. He can drop down the wall if he has it in hand as he hears that null command being cast, so there's certainly options.
There's not going to be 18 mollies and missiles coming at you when you're trying to plant the spike.
That certainly simplifies, but you can see already Babybay is doing exactly that. Double sensors, now he plays on A side, so his util will stay up.
NRG love hitting A though.
Yeah, and he'll even play back trucks that if he hears that ult being cast, he can just chuck a wall from over behind it. So here, NRG come. That's the wall, down onto the site. And it's an easy plan for him, that ultimate not finding anything either. So NRG fully selling their hand. There's even a drone into showers that sees
Valyn
nothing.
is so fast back into lamps.
This ultimate means nothing. Valyn is here, 1 kill. And now a second challenger approaches, Babybay. Put pressure onto the planter. G2 are peeking every angle. They are completely without fear. Swinging in, one after another. And NRG are startled by it. Unable to anticipate. Som unable to even take his gun out. He is sat down for another round.
A complete disrespect by Valyn. NRG think they've finally given themselves an opportunity to breathe with that KO ult. But instead, the moment the Brim ult is gone, Valyn, like water, is reabsorbing that space and fighting on a timing that NRG didn't expect.
And it's because NRG guessed wrong. They assumed that the fight is going to be coming out of the smokes that are on site after those G2 players are pushed out by the ultimate. Surely they can't get back into lamps, right? The distraction of the wall, they have to deal with breaking that and planting.
Sam, what the is that?
And they're giving it to him. Valyn and Babybay standing up every round. NRG's money is broken. They've lost 5 rounds in a row.
Advice from KO. Dig deep and find something with the light buy. This sees just to try and push players off of the orb for now. Put Jogma back on the line, and he is there.
And that's your smokes dead. At least half of them.
Now this round now becomes a formality. NRG a bit freestyle in the approach. Lurk hookah, lurk long. See if you can get a headshot or something. They've come up tails so far.
Now they'll group towards A. But with no smokes, look where Jaw's playing. Up in heaven on an off angle. That op could be potent once they pop through this wall.
The wall goes up.
Closed.
Keep it quiet for now, and as you say, potent is an apt description. G2 still have players huddled away on site. There was a nice kill out of Mata, but JonahP just continues to claim names.
30 seconds left.
There's nothing NRG could do in a round like this, not after the way it opened. Now it's Trent closing it down there too. So Mimi, this will now be 4 ultimates headed into round 8 for G2. Baby just 1 away from the annihilation.
Even if you want to slow down this round for NRG, even if you can mid-round into an open site, you are just going to get bullied by ults. Like,
the snowball is in full force.
yeah, it actually feels like there's no solution to this round other than hoping there is some mistake with an ultimate that you can force multiple out from G2.
And in a very similar way to playing into the Sage comps previously, NRG playing these fast rounds against the Deadlock means that G2 can lean pretty heavily away from those Deadlock sites. Bebe's going for relatively early walls after even marginal pressure, so NRG don't like their odds into A. Let's go back working B long.
Ooh, a C's combo with the Brim ult won't catch on to anything.
Okay.
So NRG get 1 ult gone.
That's a win. Now they just need to do that 3 more times before they hit a site.
That feels a bit less possible.
It's tough. That wall has been placed into showers, and this closes off a lot of the lurk angles. Remember, Scuba, in the rounds that NRG was threatening early on, it was his lurks that they kept calling back into, but he has been locked up with the rest of the team as of late. Eyes on Valyn in this smoke. Ready for the showstopper. It'll be a 1-for-1. That would be a good enough trade for Valyn, though. Now JonahP down long, getting wrapped around behind. Surely he can't get a kill from here. What is happening? JonahP is remarkable.
He gets 3. I'm flabbergasted. He shouldn't have had 1.
It is not possible in that position. A full 180. He is being wrapped from behind, from the front.
Not just that, he 180s a second time for the 3rd kill.
It just can't be happening.
And bad news, that 3K. Worse, you only got 1 ult out of G2. They still have 3 for the next round. Unless Sam can, pull another out in this 1v3.
Yeah, C's Brim ult down B long gets 0 value. 1 guy with a gun gets 3.
Oh, he's netted.
He's named JonahP. Sam trying to pull it out. Hold on. 5 HP though. Has finally freed the movement. It'll just be more spam, more bullying from G2.
All killing Baby does is gives him the annihilation next round.
Great.
This is a G2.
Okay, wait. You're telling me we came into that round with 4 ults for G2.
Yeah.
NRG bait out.
Okay, let's watch this for a second. I'm going to interrupt you because, my God, it was Jonah good
Insane.
there. You can continue.
Jonah, what was that?
I feel like he could have reacted more strongly to the play that just happened.
You should give him that feedback.
Yeah, let's let him know afterwards.
So
NRG bait out the 1 ult. Now they still face 4 ults in this next round. They still have 0 of their own to work with. Because NRG on the first ult cycle got no real value.
Okay, so solution, send it A short. What can we do?
Oh, back to the A hits where there's a 3 stack, where there's Deadlock utility, this wall already placed down.
I mean, look at short. It's a minefield of utility.
They've threatened with double smokes going down that they can get up. Now Mata stunned up. He might have to jump in the teleporter. And JonahP, who jumped into that long teleport himself, has now fallen away. Trent turns Lamps into a wasteland with G2 filtering behind it once again. They ran this before. This time Som is prepared. But it hasn't been resolved so cleanly. Mata trying to get back onto the line. It's just 1-for-1. Trades all across the board. And now the scouting from JonahP. Sees 2 players, Trent swinging off of it. Taken down low. It is a mess on site. And Ethan, who had a few critical rounds, chose to win them for NRG back on Sunset. I think what he was able to do is now force G2 to scatter.
Jonah getting watched by Brock, but the timing! It's brutal for the NRG initiator.
This Nightfall connects onto Scuba. Prowled up scene. Spike planted backside, it doesn't, he has to cancel it. So the pressure continues in from JonahP. JonahP, who had teleported away, is now back onto the site. They think the flank is coming and no one's ready for him. 12 seconds left onto the clock. Scuba has way too much left to do. He needs this kill. He has to find it, and it's there. He has given himself a shot. But it's Jonah on the other side. NRG have never found the answer to that demon. And Scuba waits. He's ready. Peeks at the wrong time. And now with utility raining down on him. Scuba trying to get back in front. He can't do it. JonahP is unstoppable.
15-5 for Jonah. And he rips the opportunity that NRG had out of their hands. That was the best chance we've seen all game for NRG to win another round. And again, they fall short.
No more.
Just the 1v1, it's that kill earlier. Jaw causing the misdirection, showing himself in that one round from 3 different angles.
See that? He's nervous. He's nervous.
Valyn, upon realizing that NRG are refusing to engage with the trash talk, they're locked straight into the computers. He's doing crowd work in the middle of a match. That's who he's talking to in there. Letting everyone in the building know that NRG are quaking. Now Scuba, who was on the one-on-one, couldn't get it done in the last round, might be headed straight towards Jog here.
He's never opt up like this.
Teleport primed. And you know Jog's ready.
Spike down A.
Disaster. NRG wanted to walk up behind the wall, wanted to play the map a little bit with Ethan towards B.
And that's what I was. Jonah's just contesting.
Fearless.
They're just poking and prodding at every angle. When it's not in game, it's screaming at them out of game.
And now NRG, they will be nervous. Nervous of a flank. Nervous of people stepping up down B long. G2 are challenging on every single angle. Baby Bay as well. Up in hookah. Has the sensors to play with. And he's having a little bit too much fun with it. These forward lines being held. Maybe Mata can break one of them. Perhaps. We can hope. Worm smokes onto the site. What is that? Valyn gets a molly kill. G2 are on 9. And Mimi, this is a map we have not seen G2 play with this iteration of the team. Not in stage 2. They are crushing.
That's the brilliance of their regular season. They only played 4 maps. Came into playoffs, debut us their bind, which they haven't played since Bangkok. And let's check in. What, they've won 9 rounds in a row on defense?
They lost a pistol round and a round 2.
That's it.
30 seconds left.
This has been utter domination.
Oh no!
And Val's just continuing to give it to him.
This G2 team.
Bring them down.
Trash talk to the max. Mata up to be long. No!
They can't catch a break.
My ult's ready.
Even Luck is on G2's side.
And that, just as Scuba's death last round,
Usually
means
when
an ult is gone.
Usually when you max out all your base stats, Luck is the one you leave low. G2 are 100 on everything, and they're flooding out into backside already. Good flash out from Ethan. But they haven't been able to get into sight at all. Still walked away. And now with G2 challenging into the smoke, Valyn is still here. 2 kills for him. Oh no!
Valyn has rinsed them. This entire half, the IGL, is 17-8. He spent more time standing up than sitting down. And for NRG, this team with 3 of North America's most highly awaited rookies is getting dismissed by America's Ascension team.
I've never seen G2 act like this. It is stunning, but there's still work to be done.
G2 started this stage with a substitute player in a caster that hadn't played for almost 3 years in Tier 1 with a loss to Sentinels. And now, after rinsing 100 Thieves and going up 10-2 in the first half of this final map, are 3 rounds away from their rematch and another top 3 appearance.
And the insanity of it all is that it's once again, if they see this through, G2 Sen as 1 and 2 in the upper final. After all of this, after the roster swaps, after the sub, after everything, they would not have missed a beat.
Some things feel inevitable.
And it is 10 rounds in a row for G2. NRG won the opening pistol. It is time to show up or shut up. Omega's #1 team have to react to this hit from G2. They are moving 3 players quickly to get back into the rest of the site, but it will be JonahP headed into the shorty. Good start for Som. This could be what NRG need. G2 still haven't gotten the spike into the site. And NRG stepping out into Baby Bay, no more bullets. Ethan slithers away after his shot comes true. And now NRG holding down the fort. Brock Sheriff
Down A.
has started this half off wonderfully.
They ended the first half quaking, but now a reset and a pistol round win yet again for NRG. So something under them, some kind of hope left over. Brock, who's really struggled in the first, getting a couple key kills here. Som predicting the push-up, getting a kill with the shorty.
One enemy.
It's nothing insane, but it's the kind of round you need to reset.
And the things NRG are going to have at their disposal in this half on defense. First of all, I think defense going to be much more at home on this map. The KO and the Fade especially give you so much stall potential. Just having the knife on its own is very
You're
powerful.
bringing that in with a comp that also has double smokes with the Viper in play too.
And when you're playing against G2, who have no true flank watch, when you add that stall, combine it with the threat of flanking yourself, you can look to activate those and step up into some of this space. So compositionally, NRG have much more of a shot,
Spike down.
but it'll be
B.
keeping things clean in this round and giving them an option into the next. That will be of the utmost importance. Sun down in the corner, Baby Bay will have 1. That'll be good enough for NRG.
Yeah, pretty clean. You only lose a stinger. Exactly what they needed.
So the conditions NRG need to clear. Okay, can we either win this round or deal serious econ damage so that it makes the next round
And
hyper-winnable?
on top of that, if you lose, I also think not only do they need to do damage, but they need to funnel someone close to an ult that they can use to snowball.
When you win the pistol round, when you're getting the spike plants, right, on the attacking side, you absolutely should be winning the rush to those early ults. And it's those early swing rounds.
I'll steady kill Mata all day. I don't give a... Bro, let's go, baby.
Those early swing rounds that NRG couldn't convert in the first half. That's what they'll need here.
G2 much more reserved than NRG in the first. Use the net towards long. Jaw apply some pressure there, but this is going to end in a hit back towards A.
Yeah, quick TP into A short from Jog. So Som, who has a Vandal. Som and Mata both, actually. They want to fight it out here. Smokes muddying up the site. G2 calmly working in, slow on the approach from Showers. They're making sure every angle is clear. It's allowed NRG to have 4 players on the site in front of the deadlock wall that was supposed to stop them coming out from pipes. And now with the smoke to bunker, Mata is up in front of things. He can't connect on the shots. Finally, they reign true. And him and Som have been these shining lights for NRG. This is a round to start a snowball, to get it coming back for NRG. This is a round that shuts G2 up on the other side of the stage if they can see it to the end.
Baby Bay has ult now.
Oh no.
And Trent still has a missile.
There is a world. Have to get on the spike now, have to get it half. Trent out around the side, being toyed with, that swing comes in. And Brock and Scuba have done it. We have a game.
Finally. NRG. Stop the fall. Catch themselves at the last second. Getting the kill Showers onto Baby Bay is huge. If he lives, has a chance to use that ult, that could have gone so wrong. Instead, it's Mata and Brock keeping things cool.
You see how we slow it down? We slow it down and we just win.
Exactly. Calm, focused.
Tempered. Okay. That'll be the way forward. Mata even choosing to go for that outlaw here. Oh, team's saying let's buy an op instead. The risk of G2 buying some heavy armors. JonahP's got that. And it could just pay off. That is a missed shot. You can't miss that shot. Because G2, even though they're on the eco, they have BabyBay's ultimate. There is a world where a pick or two can slingshot this round.
Still a cross-map knife from the KO towards long. Helps
That's
to
cool.
shoo people away from showers. G2 are going to go to re-clear that side of the map.
Actually, the jump peeking here may be enough to keep NRG sticky feet. 3 players towards A.
BabyBay's keeping the pressure, leaving an option to late TP back into A.
So Ethan on the jiggle, spots that out. Takes a little bit of damage, but should be able to retreat. And NRG have some options, especially with Psalm finding the opener. Could even quick TP over from Scuba, but Ethan's still challenging on the line. He gets cut down. Now it's just one player on B. It is Psalm, and he can't afford to give up the site. That would be rifles
He's
in the
fake
hands
cloning.
of G2. Fake clone is a bit silly. And the lurk likely to be called into. BabyBay wants to play that route, but
Okay.
he's trying to kidnap himself.
That was a podcaster ult. It's all right.
Yep. G2 have 25 seconds. BabyBay is running back to
Going back
spawn
B.
in shame.
Psalm's alone.
Valyn has utility in his hands, but it still requires Psalm to win these fights, and he's falling away so low.
Literally 1 HP.
10 seconds
And to
left.
teleport with an op here, BabyBay is holding him back in market. This round is a disaster for NRG. It's a 3-on-3, but they're all scattered apart. It could not be worse looking for them. Good paint shells. Takes Trent low. But Mata can't go anywhere. The op is the worst possible gun in this position. NRG needs someone to swing into him, and Trent just cuts him down anyways. Psalm on 1 is gone. G2 are making this happen. We're losing time, we're losing rounds. G2 have stolen another.
It's a disaster. In the round where BabyBay ults himself on Deadlock, a G2 win. Find some critical picks at the end, isolate Psalm on the site. And NRG just scattered to the wind. John's trying to fake clone as well.
Yeah, they won a round on an eco where they're fake cloning and getting punished for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Alex, no, bro, Alex, I'm telling you.
They're gonna put a stop to that. No
All
more
right.
fake clones.
I mean, now NRG have just lost one of their chances. It's a tough have to be playing anyways for a win. Now JonahP flashed into Hookah. That catches himself. G2's own worst enemy may actually be their utility. 2 rounds in a row. Headed the wrong direction.
They'll walk back towards A. NRG have a good read on this. They've rotated 3 strong on this side of the map.
Options for C's Grimald combos as well. Brock's gonna fall back into that. Smokes come down for the stall. Let's see how NRG can play it. Right now, Psalm has his gun out. His team all pushed back, so he can't be a util bot. He's got to fight his way through. Now a smoke on the site to put some pressure onto the
They're
planter.
letting him plant?
Oh my word, fighting into backside is an overcommitment. The ultimate not connecting onto anything. NRG stuck in backside. Perhaps Scuba on the flank could bring things back their way, but he's not headed the right way. BabyBay has slowed him down, has called in reinforcements. And NRG have made no headway back onto site. Valyn is still entrenched in lamps, but Psalm is defusing. Hold on, someone's full sticking. G2 are playing the round. What is going on?
Psalm just casually holds 4
Make them regret.
and brings it home for NRG.
G2 thought no one in their right mind would full stick. G2 have what, 3-4 players alive?
Yep.
That's an insane full stick.
But he does it. A little bit of insanity goes a long way.
And even while the full stick is happening, they're holding all the angles. They know where Valyn is. Scuba has 2 players turned around to deal with him. Just his presence alone is enough to allow NRG to scale forward. A bit quieter now.
Yeah.
No escape.
So a better one for NRG there. But this is a little quick start for G2.
Oh
Mata's in
my
trouble.
word. Mata has to run on out. And now more utility. Buffeting the site. JonahP into lamps.
He's got ult.
And now he's gonna spot everything. Sees the first. More in backside. Where does he go from here? He's calling in just annoyances of utility. And now right behind
Hello?
Rice, he's not turned around! JonahP gets in, pops out, and G2 don't even have to commit into the site. JonahP will though, good flash from him, continues to fight all on his own. NRG have no hope. No hope except for Scuba. Down to 2 players on the other side. He remembers this spot, and he doesn't remember it fondly. G2 are 1 away.
That play from Jaw.
Ridiculous.
It's wild. It is all him there. Fights up into the smoke. It's the opener on Sam and then rips the ult in. It's just weird with Mana. I think just overwhelmed with the amount of utility, the amount of noises, the amount of things all happening in his face.
Nice!
That he doesn't turn to deal with Jaw. And Jaw just keeps that train rolling.
So it will be another last-ditch effort timeout from NRG. Need 6 in a row. They found answers before, but it just feels like even outside of a macro sense, they are just getting outplayed by individuals.
Absolutely. If the prior maps were about this back and forth macro game, this has just been a G2 whose individuals have been hitting, who have had great util setups in every round and have just decimated. They're feeling it.
Yeah, and both these teams, like NRG on their attack, G2 even in the last couple rounds, have just been running exec plays.
Yes.
So the round is just coming down to these brawly scraps on site, 4v4s, 5v5s, some threats of the flank coming in.
And G2 excels at bringing calm to that chaos of thriving in it. Jaw making the plays like he did in that last round. NRG, on the other hand, have struggled in that pandemonium. Well, you heard it from Mata. They want to slow things down, keep it calm.
He's trying to get the team playing in the right mentality. He can also just carry himself. He's been a bright light for the team all stage long.
But now it's match point. They have to go so far. There's going to be so many ultimates building up, so many chances for G2 to close, to lock that upper final.
Flash out from Hookah. Scuba scurries away. And it means Mata, he's a bit isolated into long, falls away from the net. He'll bunker back into sight next to his teammate. The G2 have already swarmed forward. They're not slowing down. It's a one-phase exec.
Scuba's alone.
Scuba is taken out as well
couldn't
by the
hear the
utility.
missiles.
And Mata gone too. Now double teleport. Ethan joins the fight. And it pushes G2 back. G2 might just want to jump in the teleport themselves. They heard 2 players come through.
And they're beating this race. Running desperately as Brock.
But keep your eyes on JonahP. JonahP stayed on site. He's in elbow. He hears these bullets going into the wall. It's a backstab on Ethan, who's caught on the reload. It's an execution on B. It's devastation of A. It is Som left alone. G2 came into this stage without their star, without Leaf. And now ready to put the finishing touches on this round. Bombarding the spike. Som up in the middle of it, dodges out 1 kill.
Nice try, kid.
With so much left to be done. Waiting, he's brought it down. He's got a chance, but there's no time. So little, Som has done it. He has done it.
Just in the nick of time, Som.
The impossible is made true. Som keeps NRG in this series.
The man who's been there since the beginning of NRG in the partnerships. There's so many different additions of this team. Steps up when he was needed, when no one else could. With one of the most astounding Red Bull clutches that we have seen here in the playoffs.
G2 just funneling in 1 by 1. Thought they had the time, I suppose.
Come on,
But they're
boys.
going to be
Come
disappointed
on,
with that. Som trying to rally the troops. Need 5 more. The G2 are onto the half buy. Oh dear. Oh dear, the utility. Som is trapped up and he's down. Now they don't have him. Trying to juggle guns away into the back of sight.
Why is it always the eco rounds?
It's always the eco rounds. It's always JonahP. A is open. It is a 2-on-5. After Som does everything for his team, he is the first to fall.
Scuba has a classic, walking straight into
It's
Trent.
a pistol round on round 20. It can't happen like this. Not twice in a row. the wind out of NRG sails. NRG, we're given a second life, but they won't have a third. It will be G2 advancing. Leave Baby Bay, it doesn't matter. G2 are top 2 and head to the upper final to face off against Sentinels.
Proving that this team has the best system in Americas, maybe the best system in Valorant. Institute, a substitute player into the mix, and he thrives in it. A close series, a loss on Corrode. But let's not cut it any other way. This was a decimation on Bind.
In the same fashion that G2 came into yesterday's series, debuted their Sunset for Stage 2 and thrashed 100 Thieves, they debut another new map. This is now a 6-map team in G2. Their Bind looking elite. Baby Bay can't even believe it. Nah, he says, but it will be G2 pushing on forward.
Another game against Sen, the only team that have beaten them this stage.
And now with G2 and Sen confirmed, they're top 2 in terms of the upper bracket, they're confirmed top 3. Loser of that match will go lower bracket final. NRG now must run the gauntlet. If they want to go to champs, they must make it at least to that lower final. That is their next ticket.